Hello everybody, we are here today with another tea and a chat, catch up with what's been going on at So Over It. Typically, before we started filming, we were like, let's have a look when we last did one. And
shameful.
Very shameful. It was in August 2023, which seems like a lifetime ago.
Different office, different website, honestly.
Different everything. My goodness, yeah.
Very, yeah. When you said another tea and chat,
I know,
it's like a tea and chat.
That was a bit of a lie.
But we then also realised that you did a very good sort of catch-up one on your own.
Yes,
the
Christmas
start of the
Queen's
year.
speech.
The Queen's speech from Rosie. I feel like that caught everyone up on a few things.
Yes, on the
So
end
it's
of last
not
year.
as, you know.
It's quite as bad. We're just making ourselves feel better here.
Definitely. But we have tea, we definitely have chat, and we thought we'd have a look, maybe going back to the beginning of the year, not too far back, because there is that, we'll link it below. You can find out about what happened towards the end of 2023 from Rosie and the other one. So let's look back at January 2024. Where were we? What were we doing, Rosie?
We were not in this office. I'm trying to think of the timeline, is that we moved offices first. So we moved offices in the second week of January, which is always like a super relaxing start to your year.
It was really zen.
Goodness. It was hectic. We got some wonderful van men that help us.
Yes,
but there's a lot of heavy lifting. It's another like classic small business thing of you do everything yourself.
Yeah.
But
you were even driving a van.
I was driving a van. I got my van for the week. I loved it.
You did love it.
Thought about branching off to have a So Over It removals company because we were just that good. But it was.
We did it. It was exhausting.
It was exhausting.
I had bruises everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
For the week after, I was like, "What's this?"
Awful.
The move. And there was lots of building of shelves.
Lots of building of shelves and building of furniture and a lot of banging, and we apologise to any of our office mates for all the noise we made.
A great first impression.
Yeah.
But they were nice about it.
They were. And we're very happily settled in our new office, so we're still in London.
Yes.
But just moving a little bit around to a different building, and I really like it.
I really like it. I feel like it works really well.
Yeah.
And we've managed to find little bits where we film different things. So Rosie sewed some lovely gingham curtains, which you might see when we talk about full outfits and we need to stand up. We now have those curtains behind us, which is great. Then we have the more relaxed, chatty ones, sat by a desk. We had one, a group one by the computer desks. So I feel like we've got options, which is lovely.
I think so. It's nice. And we all used to sit at our desks a little bit separate from each other, and now we've got one big area, which you can see in one of our other videos.
Yeah.
And it's just really nice to be like that when we're all in as a team.
I really like it.
It's really easy to like brainstorm things and chat and have meetings. It's also very easy to get distracted and maybe talk about things we shouldn't be talking about. But
that happens a lot.
It's only once a week that we're all in, so it's
a luxury that is allowed. Yeah.
But we're nicely settled now, I feel.
I feel like that happened, and we're not getting used to it anymore.
No, we're in.
Yeah, it feels like this is the office. I actually was trying to think of the previous office the other day. I was like, oh wait, what was it? What? So this feels like the official office now, which is nice.
It's nice.
And then, because that was not stressful or tiring, what you thought would be a great thing to do was to also build a new website.
Yeah.
Export everything that existed on one platform. This is, if you're not very technical, and I am not very technical, just imagine basically moving offices, but it's the website.
The internet.
Right? The internet. But it's still exhausting. There's a lot of carrying to do. It's data, it's not it's not furniture, but it is, and you have to build each room of the new office. Yeah. So like each page for a pattern is gonna have to be rearranged.
Absolutely.
Each room for a Stitch School class is gonna have to be rearranged. So it's exactly the same amount of stress. It's just not tangible things.
Just not like heavy on your arms.
Not heavy on your arms, but it's heavy everywhere else.
Yes, it's been a really big job. So it's been
massive
on the go maybe since September, October, probably really started in earnest. And
because there's a lot of backstage stuff that you don't see as customers, but that needs to be set in place before you even start thinking of moving your website over to Shopify, which is what we've done, but you could have been at, there's lots of different platforms that support online businesses. So,
and I think, if you see any businesses that have swapped over their website, and it might just like look a tiny bit different, or something works in a different way, and you're like, oh, that's cool.
There's
a huge amount of work behind the scenes, and it has been massive. And I think it's important to say that we've done this work to sort of future-proof ourselves.
Yes.
And to make sure that the website can withstand everything we want to do in the future. So what we've done now, all the big changes that we've done, are just like our new baseline.
Baseline, yes.
And we're already working on like the next step of improvements. So it's only going to get better from here. I hope you'll find already that it's a lot quicker, a lot more reliable.
Stitch
score is so
very
much
nice,
better.
So much better. And we should say it wasn't on a whim, like we were having serious problems on the previous website. Again, maybe not things that you would see on a day-to-day, but bugs that were really affecting the back end. And so it almost became necessary, the move.
I think it was.
It needed to happen because it was not sustainable in terms of the amount of extra work that it created for us.
100%.
In terms of fixing problems, fixing issues, there was a lot that was not working. And so, if you think, why did they go and change the website? It wasn't on a whim, it looks a little bit different. It was a lot of things to do with the backstage, let's call it.
Yes.
But I am so happy just looking around. When you dip in and out of the website, you can just feel like it's running so much smoother.
It's so much smoother, and I think
happy.
The date that we're filming this, it's been up 2 weeks.
Yes.
And already the sort of things that we're able to do with it, and therefore the things that we can bring out and bring to you guys, it's so much easier to be able to do that, and hopefully it's a quicker experience for you. And then that frees up our time to do more like pattern development, anything customer service gets quicker, just because we're not waiting, we're not let down by technology. Right?
Exactly, yes. And maybe, we're on that. Let's talk about the patterns that we did bring out. So the last pattern to come out on the old website and the first pattern to come out on the new website.
So first of the year was Margo. So Margo's a lovely, fairly fitted raglan sleeve dress, and she comes with a gorgeous, my favourite version is that big floaty sleeve that you could maybe do in sheer fabrics. It looks so fancy. And then with a below the knee skirt and a sort of mini length skirt. And then also another sleeve, which is still quite wide, but it's more like a lantern shape. It's got a dart in the back, so you get a really nice shape.
Love that little detail. Beautiful. It works in lots of different fabrics. We had a lot of fun with the samples, actually.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, so there was a gingham one, Salma's one is adorable. It's super, super cute.
Cotton, very sort of a little bit structured and pretty and cute.
It's cute, quintessential cute. And then Chloe's in the viscose silk that Sandeep from System Intaka gave to us. And if you're going to the Stitch Festival, we'll talk about that later, I am campaigning for Chloe to wear that at the Stitch Festival.
Oh, she should. It's so pretty.
I think people need to see it in person. It's so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
So beautiful.
And then also Emily was wearing a one made in Sony Sunshine fabric.
Yes.
Absolutely stunning. Again, that one looks incredible, even more incredible in person than in the pictures. The colours just pop. But beautiful fabrics for that one. Quite a good dress that the version that you made, for example, it's good for every day, but also can be dressed up. So really like it for that, Margo. Very, very beautiful, very good for this time of year, but also later on, I think with the sleeve.
With the flutter sleeve.
With the flutter sleeve without tights, lovely for an occasion.
We'll be in that weather soon.
Please, I really miss the sun. But the second pattern of the year, and I say second pattern, not February pattern, because this year we are doing things a little bit different.
Yes, so we're only doing 8 dressmaking patterns this year.
Only, I think. We
I know,
still do a lot of patterns compared to other companies. It's a lot.
We still like our patterns.
Yeah,
but, you know.
but we slowed down a little bit, marginally.
Yes, we have, and I feel like it's working.
It feels like it gives us time to
breathe.
But also do things a little bit more in detail.
Yes, yes.
We can mention the booklet for Xanthi.
That's it. So Xanthi is our second pattern of the year, which has come out very recently. And I've got mine on. It's a little bit creased because I've been sat down all day.
Lovely.
It's got these lovely pockets. It's got patch pockets on the back.
Love it.
I'm in love with it.
So
this one desperately needs to go in the wash, but I keep wearing it, so it's not going in the washing machine yet.
It means you need to make another one, so you don't feel Xanthi less.
Yes, exactly. So I can just alternate. I've got some black denim somewhere in this room for the next version. Okay. So yeah, she's a classic sort of denim style skirt. Midi length with a split or a mini length too. She's got these gorgeous pockets on the front, which are kind of her thing.
Yeah.
And then
a different thing, because there's it's quite a classic shape.
Yes.
But we just gave it a little bit extra.
Yeah, it's like those little things that make sewing your own clothes a bit better than what you find in the shops. Just
makes
like,
it more unique.
A little bit better actually, because I made it myself.
Exactly. I absolutely love the skirt. I've made one as well. That today I'm in a very classic
this is
Giselle, which I love. Feeling very classic over it. But the Xanthi, I just love that it can work in so many different fabrics. The range of that pattern. I mean, we made 3 samples that I thought looked quite different already. But then you made that. I made one in checks. And then the pattern inside came out. Have a look at the hashtag, because there are so many different versions. There's patterned corduroys. There is lots of denims, different denims that are completely different.
Lots of different colours. There's like one gorgeous red version that I'm in love with.
Beautiful.
And also the designs on people's back pockets.
That they really,
like smashed it out of the park, really.
Because that you can have a little bit of fun. If I make my next Xanthi, I feel like she should have some decoration on the back pockets. I didn't do it on mine because it's pattern, you wouldn't see much anyway, so I didn't quite bother with that. But if you make a plain one with there's one with a DNA embroidery with a sewing needle for Jackie, who is a mad sewing scientist. On Instagram, could not be more
perfect. It's so perfect.
Incredible. But lots of fun to be had with that one. And because this was the first time that we had a bit more time before a launch of a pattern. Yeah. Because usually we would have thought it's quite speedy. The turnaround is very quick. This one was the first time we had a bit more time, and we used that time because we have had a little bit of a refresh for the instruction booklet. So if you buy the Xanthi skirt, you still get the black and white instructions, which are great if you want to print them out. Some people like to print them out, so you don't want to waste on colour ink, really. But you now also get the colour booklet, it has some pictures, which I think makes it look very beautiful, but also it has interactive buttons to take you, if you're a Stitch Core subscriber, it takes you straight to a useful class on the steps. As you follow the steps and the instructions, it's like, top stitch this, what kind of length of stitch should I use for top stitching? Let's go to the class. Over you go. And it's all connected, and that is something that has been made better by the new website.
Exactly,
that we can
100%.
link things better.
Yeah.
And also we had time to create that better booklet because we had a few more weeks in between patterns. So I think it is worth it in terms of what you get, because we can spend a little bit more time doing things like that.
I think so.
Going forward, we will do that with booklets.
That's it. And of course, like we've done in the past, there were new tutorials that came out with the Xanthi pattern. Of course, there's links to that inside the booklet as well. So there was tutorials to offer Margo, and there's been other ones on Stitch School. So this is tutorials on Stitch School that you will get if you were a basic or premium subscriber. And we had one. Oh, you did one on how to sew a blind hem with a blind hem foot.
I love that. That's a little trick that I do all the time, and I thought. I don't think people use that setting and that foot on the machine. it's not advertised enough, so I thought let's do a little class.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do, but it's such a lovely finish. There was a blind hand. There was new for Margo how to do the lining, because Margo is lined in the bodice,
and bust adjustments as well for Margo, because it's
always great.
Not only is it raglan, it's got French darts rather than sort of bust or waist darts, so it might.
So even
a bit unfamiliar.
If you always do a bust adjustment and you know exactly what to do, that shape might be a little bit confusing.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. So there's still been lots of stuff coming on Stitch School, but to come, me and Julie, I should say, Julie and I is the proper way to say it. Julie is, if you don't know Julie, she used to teach classes. She's been part of So Over It since it began. Since its inception. Incredible fountain of knowledge, and yes, we filmed a class quite recently that will be out in a few weeks or so, I think. Soonish. And
it's a big one.
It's a big one. It's a masterclass, and it will be exclusive to Stitch School Premium subscribers. And it's something I've been wanting to do for a long while, and I have hinted about it on Instagram. I think about what it is, and maybe in the video I did at Christmas.
Oh, did you?
So maybe it's not very secret. But still, I think will be something that anyone that likes spending a bit of time on sewing and learning some new skills will be into. But also it's not something that, it's not like sewing a coat where you're only going to use those skills when you sew a coat, and how often do you sew a coat?
Yeah, that's very true. These are like new for your sort of toolkit.
Exactly, for any
techniques
make.
you can use for any make.
Just to make it that little bit
extra.
Yeah, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited about seeing it.
And so we've got our list set up here. So if you see us glance over, we're just doing a sneaky look.
Oh so in between the two new patterns, we skipped that one. We had, so the VIP exclusive pattern from last year became a pattern available for all to buy, and she's been so popular. It is the Selena skirt, which I personally love, you love, and we've both made multiple ones. Wear them all the time.
Basically because it takes like an hour to make.
So quick to make. It's really quick to make. Lovely to wear all year round, really. Selena is a bias cut skirt with just some elastic at the waist. Very easy, very quick, and it used to be just for the VIPs from last year, and now it's available for all to buy. And there's a new VIP pattern for 2024 VIPs, which is the Adele top. Again, I've made 4 already. Wear them all the time. It's a knit top with a really beautiful scoop neckline at the front and the back. Gorgeous. Perfect with Zany.
Yes, I've been wearing mine with my Zany.
Perfect.
It's really nice wardrobe, basic.
Yes.
But that's just like elevated. A bit.
It's got a little something to make it exciting, but it takes very little time to sew. You get the Adele top when you join the VIP Pattern Club 2024, which gives you lots of benefits like early access, discounts on our new patterns, a free pattern of your choice on top of the Adele top. On top of it. And it's only £10, a one-off £10.
That's it. And I think for 2 sales in the year you get bigger sneaky discounts,
deeper discounts
that other people don't know about. So I mean, for £10 it is kind of a no-brainer. So that will be running all year round. Obviously, the sooner you join, the more benefits you get, because you'll get more discounts throughout the year, because it runs from essentially sort of December to December. But at any point, even if you bought it in December, you still get a free pattern of
your choice, and Adele.
Yeah.
And something, lots of extra little bits. So yeah, that's great. And Adele, I just couldn't recommend it enough. I've made it so many times, worn it pretty much all winter. Great for layering, but also now it's getting a bit warmer, I can wear it a little bit more on its own, which I'm excited about.
And so you can also wear Adele with Ava skirts. I've done that a lot.
Yes,
2 very classic patterns. And we showed Ava a lot of love earlier in the year with Ava Palooza.
I love that so much.
I know. We love a Palooza. So we did Una Palooza last year, where we in the team all made different forms of Unas, and we hacked them, and I think we made normal versions as well. We basically kind of like to take a pattern and say, hey, what's the limit of things you can do to this?
Like, let's take a deep dive into one pattern, and we like to do it on simple patterns.
Yes,
so you know, very simple sundress, Ava, very simple A-line skirt. What else can you do? And what I loved seeing the reaction online when we posted a vlog and we did lots of reels with all the hacks is how many people said, oh, I've had Ava for years, I made it years ago, but I'm going to get it back out. That's exactly what we want, is like have a look at those classic patterns that you've probably got already, and if you don't, we did a discount, so always nice. But you probably have it and you made it ages ago. How can you reuse it and get even more out of it?
So it was all about sort of getting the most for your money in a way, getting the most out of a pattern that you can get.
Exactly.
There's so many. So I think I just put some different style pockets in. Chloe did an amazing scalloped hem.
Love
really
that.
Cool.
I did pockets as well, but patch pockets, heart-shaped patch pockets, which were I wore for Valentine's Day. I was very smug in my little skirt with heart-shaped patch pockets. I was like, I'm Cupid today. I love it. It's pink and it's got hearts. Made me very happy. I love a theme. If you didn't know, I love a theme. And then Jemima did my favourite hack actually of actually bringing together the Una dress and the Ava skirt and making a pinafore.
So cute.
So cute. We'll put a link to Ava Palooza below. But we absolutely love doing that. We've been thinking a lot about what we want sort of the sew over it philosophy to be, and making things last. Making things that you use, patterns that you use over and over again is a big thing in our sort of ethos. And so these zoom-ins into patterns, I think, are very, very useful.
I think so, yeah. Hopefully they might spark a bit of creativity in people, or you might see a pattern in a different light perhaps.
Exactly.
Or some people might discount a pattern because it doesn't have X, Y, or Z.
Something,
but if it's got 90% of the things,
you can change the rest. Make it work
another
for you.
Like, hey, it's sewing.
I add pockets to everything all the time. That's one way where I'm like, oh, I really like this, but it doesn't have. Oh, I can add them.
Just add
That's the thing, easy. And we have got a few more of these deep dives planned. But if there is a sort of classic sew over it pattern that you've got in your head that you're thinking could work for this sort of vlogs and celebrations, let's call them, do let us know in the comments. Do get in touch on email because we'd love to know. We've planned the next few, but there's always room for more, so let us know. And so Ava Palooza was a lot of fun. I think it's a fun exercise for us as a team. We all
really enjoy it, and I think we do genuinely try and keep a little bit, not keep it a secret, but we usually don't see.
Yeah, that's true. We don't see it until the day. Really fun.
So it's genuinely like, oh my god, we're excited. You did that. What did you actually do? Which is always quite nice.
Always fun. Always fun. It keeps us very interested in the patterns, which is what we're trying to do for you, but we do it for ourselves.
It works. Great. It totally works.
It does work.
So we had Ava Palooza, and then we had our Galentine's Day vlog, which was again similar theme, sort of showing a bit of love to your wardrobe.
I love that one.
We kind of figured out different things that we all loved.
Yes.
So this again, we didn't sort of plan together. We just said, right, go to your wardrobes and find something you love, and we all came back with different ideas.
Completely different ideas. Yeah.
So I did a bit of refashioning and found two things.
Which was so successful, by the way. Amazing.
So good. It was 2 dresses that I don't wear and made them into tops that I will wear and have worn since then.
Both of those new tops would look amazing with your
I almost wore my little Frida today.
It's almost a little bit too cold today, exactly. But in a few weeks, that would be such a great outfit.
And then Jemima showed love to her kind of unsung hero
t-shirt, ultimate t-shirt.
Merino ultimate t-shirt that goes with her on all her long distance walks. Because it's things like that, basics, that you're not going to be like, oh my god, look at my amazing t-shirt.
I just made my t-shirt.
But actually, you wear it every day of the week.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And then Chloe had on her Martha
Martha.
dress, which I think is her most loved garment. It's the one that she's put the most work into.
Yes, it was the first one, I think, that she took her time to do bust adjustments.
Yes, and
twaddling, and it paid off because she made it last year for Galentine's, and she's still wearing it all the time. She wore it in summer all the time because Martha's sleeveless, but also she wore it a lot in winter with
like stuff
layering
underneath.
it. Yeah,
and I think she was saying that in that sense, you put all that work in, and then every time you get it out of that wardrobe, you get that love back from it to be like, I put all that effort in, and look what I've got.
Yeah,
and then
me, I was just like houndstooth.
I just love it.
Which I've been loving the pattern houndstooth, and actually I was looking around my coat here that I wore here today is houndstooth, but also I've got a houndstooth bum bag strap. There we go. So it's still valid. It's February, true. I'm still on that. But yes, I think there's been everything has fitted in quite nicely with like the love, making things that you love, not just making things on a whim, although I do that as well,
100%.
and it's completely allowed.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was almost a whim.
It was,
but it turned into something you're wearing all the time. Bring it in.
My ridiculously amazing Sorrento jacket, which you probably have seen if you've seen our like vlogs and
on
stuff.
our Instagram grid, you'll find lots of reels about it. Incredible. But yeah, I would say this is a bit of icing, as we say, like the cake is like the solid pieces that you wear all the time, and the icing is something you make for fun because it's beautiful and incredible.
And the process of making it was just like
so
joyful.
much fun. But you've worn it. I swear, 90% of the time you're wearing that jacket. So
I really am.
turns out that something that felt a little bit whimsical,
is
actually
really
like, useful.
In essence, it's a black denim jacket.
Exactly.
Gonna wear it all day, every day. I've just got to be careful about hitting people on the bus with the fringe.
With the fringe.
That's the main thing that I found, and I did get it stuck. I found one of the odd places.
I didn't think of that.
Is when you're at supermarket checkouts.
Yeah.
And I was putting down some like cans of tomatoes, like boop, put it down, and then the fringing was underneath the can of tomatoes, and then I was like, oh, I'm a bit stuck.
Oh no!
So you just got to be aware of your surroundings. But otherwise, I would fully recommend a ridiculous fringe jacket.
Beautiful. I'm in love with it.
And then we actually recently, for International Women's Day, did a slightly different vibe, and we were sort of thinking about what we were going to do for International Women's Day, and then we thought, why don't we like go back in time a little bit?
Yes.
And think about women and sewing over the years. So we had a little bit of a history chat.
I loved that
I
chat.
really enjoyed it.
By the sounds of it, you guys really enjoyed it as well. So we weren't trying to necessarily like teach anything.
No.
We just did our own little research, found things that were interesting, and brought them to the table to each other and to you guys. And oh my god, was it fun. We were both saying that I think we were both quite geeky students, I think, it's fair to say. And we absolutely loved the research. I just loved taking the notes, going like, oh, and there's this, and this person quotes this person, let's find this person's essay. Oh my god, I love that. I just haven't done it, because you did a PhD.
Yeah, I got partway through a PhD,
PhD.
So research, it did feel like going back, so like get the highlighters out, let's go.
I love that.
So yeah, there might be a bit more of that.
There might be a bit more.
Really enjoyed it.
I only have a BA. But I am academically inclined, let's say.
You like reading and you like researching.
I love research, I love learning, basically. So it really did a lot for me, that. And because you seem to like it, and because we personally enjoyed it a lot, then we might do a little bit more of that. And it's just an excuse. I think it's a conversation starter, isn't it? So
absolutely.
If you're that way minded, you might find the start of your own little research about things, and it's really fun. Not for all. I'm sure some people, some sewers are like, what? I'm
just here for the outfits, actually. Which is totally fine.
Totally fine. But if that sewing geek in you enjoys that sort of content, we will be making more.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
We'll be back with that.
So yes, that is coming up, other things that are coming up pattern-wise.
Pattern-wise, so Xanthi's very recently come out, so there'll be a little bit of time in between. And the next pattern is one for, can I say, the very perfect for work blouse lovers.
I think that's exactly right. It's quite Lillian-esque. Sort of Zadie,
if you love Zadie, if you love Isabel, if you love Lillian, obviously a different design, but a similar vibe.
Yeah, 100%.
So you feel dressed very nicely in this pattern.
That's yes, definitely. And there are like we've done with Xanthi, with the pockets on Xanthi, there's some little features that we've added in to make it a bit more interesting to sew.
I think we're doing that more and more. I think you're really bringing this into the design, which I love.
We're bringing the geek.
Again, it's
we're bringing in the geek.
No, we've just come out as geeks today. I'm sorry, guys. Stay with us even if you're not geeky. We do the geeky part, and then you just sew the lovely clothes.
So yeah, there's some nice features in there. I can say it's going to be intermediate. There will be something to get your teeth stuck into, but then we do have 2 patterns after that, which are definitely going to be confident beginner.
Yes.
Really super quick, easy
super
summer
quick because
sews.
we love it for summer. We love a quick sew. I personally, it's one of those that, oh my god, the sun is out. Let's go out tonight.
That's
love that.
Yeah, so we recently had the 12 fitting for those 2, and it went so
very
well. It was
excited.
really good. Because we've got a photo shoot coming up in a month's time.
Yeah.
No, it's all fine.
Panic.
It's all fine. Honestly. So that'll be really exciting. Those are the next 3 in the works. Oh, but there is.
This we're talking new dressmaking patterns is what we're talking about there. But because we're doing a few less of those, there are extras. So there will be more patterns that join our extended size range of UK 6 to 30. The one that's coming out next has been requested a lot because it is a favourite, and it'll be right for the time of year when it comes out. It's a gorgeous one. I personally love mine. I'll say no more. But so there's that, which is very exciting, and I am extremely excited and impatient about another extra pattern coming out. It's not necessarily like the bow bag, but bow bag adjacent. No, not adjacent.
No, I don't think
but
it's
it
even,
is. No, it's not
in the
adjacent.
family.
It's in family. It's in family. But basically, it's a bag with something different about it.
Yes.
And I feel like the bow bag was that.
Exactly, that's very true.
It's a bag, but you have the way that you hold it is a bit different. So I think it's an interesting design.
It's it's really exciting, and it'll give you a chance to use like a different set of skills. I think. Also, not to worry about any fitting.
No,
and different types of fabrics.
Great, like all our bag patterns. Great for making as a gift.
Yes. Yeah.
I love making bags
really
as a gift. Honestly,
yeah.
It's just great because you don't think about the fitting. You can get really personalised in terms of using a label or using the colours that person loves, or using something in the fabric that, I don't know, they love dogs. Let's use a dog fabric on the lining. Lovely. Completely hypothetical that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
But I think, bags are great for that. And this one is uber practical.
Very
stylish.
practical, but yes, very, very stylish, I think. And I think all that remains to say, whilst I quickly scan over my list over there, is that currently we will not be in the office.
No, this week we are not here.
We will be at the Stitch Festival, which is a sewing show at the Business Design Centre in Angel in London, where a lot of different sewing companies will also be. So if you are coming along, please come and say hello, because we'd love to see everyone. Obviously, not having shops anymore.
It's our chance to chat.
Yes, have a good sewing chat. You can have a rummage through the samples, and
they'll be on the Saturday actually at the Stitch Festival.
yeah.
There's a catwalk of Instagram makers, and there are 6 fabulous makers that will be walking the catwalk for Sew Over It, wearing Sew Over It patterns that they've made, and I'm very, very excited about that. And I'm excited about seeing all the other sewing businesses. It's really nice because they, you know, we don't get to see them very often. Those are the chances when we get to chat to everyone else, and we love it. We have a very good time, and we will have definitely Zany at the show. You can come and have a look if it doesn't sell out, but we'll see.
And we'll also have some kits as well. You'll only be able to get there. So if you're on the fence about coming, then please do come and see us.
It's worth it. We do a very special price for our patterns at the show as well, so yeah, it's worth it. Make sure you visit us at our stand. I'll put the details below. Yeah, we'll see you at Stitch Festival. If not, we'll see you back on this channel soon, I'm sure. And yeah, let us know if there's anything in terms of content that you fancy seeing more from us. Like, as we mentioned, the Ava-paloozas and Una-paloozas, that sort of thing. Just let us know.
Yeah. Any geeky hints and tips for any wormholes that we can
that
go
you'd
down.
like us to explore.
We are fully in with that.
We are very in. The library is open. We enjoy that. But yeah, we'll see you again very soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.